Okay, artists, let's talk about craft knife safety. So, first of all, this is a craft knife, and the important parts that you need to know this part is the handle where you should hold it. This is the chuck right here that will tighten or loosen the blade, and this part is the actual blade. The blade is sharp, which is why we need to talk about how to deal with this thing safely. So you're going to hold the handle at all times, never down here. You're going to make sure that you can keep a cover on when you're not using it. And this blade, you never need to change yourself. I will take care of it. If something is wrong, maybe it's broken, it looks twisted, or it's dull, it's not cutting, let me know, and I can change these out. Otherwise, the only reason that you should know about this chuck's existence is sometimes they'll be slightly loose, and that's a dangerous way to handle it. So if yours is loose and you don't feel comfortable tightening it yourself, let me know. I'm happy to tighten it back up so it holds that blade securely. Whenever you're ready to cut, you need to have a cutting mat underneath whatever you're going to cut. It should never be directly against the table. You should never hold it in the air and stab at it. If you ever do anything that is unsafe, I will take away your access to the X-Acto knife, and you will have to figure out how you can make scissors work for you. So, when you're ready to cut, you first need to look at what it is that you're cutting. So if I'm going to cut out my W in Zao, this kind of straight line is not important for using a craft knife. Those are best done with scissors. You don't need craft knives for everything. Some people feel that they might need them for certain areas like this because it's small. But anything that's pointed is great with scissors. As long as you cut and meet your cuts, you can have a fantastic edge just using the scissors. So if the cardboard is in your way, bend it or tear it or cut it out of the way. And you don't need craft knives for most things. However, where you definitely need a craft knife is for if you have any interior spaces that need to be removed. So obviously on this O, you would not be able to get that with scissors unless you open the scissors and do something unsafe, which you're not going to do. So you make sure to apply this blade towards your cardboard. You're not just stabbing it straight down and in, but you're trying to run this blade along your line, keeping that blade straight up and down. You will have to go multiple times over it because corrugated cardboard has multiple layers. So something that is a curve, I would take a section at a time so that you can pull the blade in a comfortable manner and then turn your cardboard and repeat for the next section. You don't need to press too hard because if you press too hard and you slip, then you run the risk of seriously injuring yourself. Keep your other hand out of the way, off to the side, and continue working your way around whatever shape it is that you are trying to cut until you have been able to remove the whole thing. That, artists, is how you use a craft knife safely in the art room.